Farmers often encounter empty rice grains. These empty grains can result in reduced yields and subpar grain quality, resulting in a lower selling price. The negative impacts of empty rice grains for farmers include reduced overall yields and reduced grain quality. Empty, nutrient-poor rice grains can command lower prices due to their substandard quality. Therefore, it's important to understand the causes and prevention of empty rice grains. These include pest control, proper variety selection, and sound environmental management, as well as steps that can be taken to reduce the risk of empty rice grains in rice cultivation. Many factors can cause empty rice grains. The impact on agriculture is also evident in that empty rice grains can decrease harvest yields and result in poor quality grain. Furthermore, grain prices can also decline due to declining grain quality. Poor quality grain can significantly lower market prices and, consequently, lower the value of the rice. Furthermore, suboptimal harvests can discourage farmers from cultivating rice. Empty rice grains are a condition where the rice grains are empty or not fully filled with rice. This can lead to reduced yields and losses for farmers. The following are several factors that can cause empty rice grains, including 1. Genetic factors and rice varieties. Some rice varieties have a higher tendency to produce empty grains compared to other varieties. This genetic factor can be influenced by environmental conditions and pests and diseases. Using superior rice varieties that are resistant to pests and diseases and less than ideal environmental conditions can help increase the chances of a full harvest. 2. Disturbances in the generative phase. Rice plants. The generative phase of the rice plant is a critical period during which fertilization and grain formation occur. Disturbances during this phase, such as water shortages, pest and disease attacks, and stress from extreme weather, can cause rice grains to fail to develop and become empty. It is important to ensure that rice plants receive sufficient water, are protected from pests and diseases, and are protected from stress from extreme weather during the generative phase. 3. Management and fertilization errors. Errors in rice plant management, such as improper fertilization, excessive or insufficient watering, and excessively close plant spacing, can result in suboptimal rice growth and empty grains. Apply appropriate fertilization according to the rice plant's needs. Ensure the rice plants receive sufficient water, but not too much. Maintain optimal plant spacing to ensure healthy rice plant growth. 4. Pests and diseases. Pest and disease attacks on rice plants, such as plant hoppers, stem borers, and blast, can damage rice grains and cause them to empty. Conduct regular pest and disease control to prevent damage to rice plants. Some solutions farmers can use to address empty, uneven grain filling include timely fertilizer application, around 42 to 43 days after planting, DAP. Potassium, calcium, and phosphate are crucial for grain filling. Potassium ensures plant resilience and strength, stimulates root growth, and improves grain quality. Calcium, meanwhile, thickens cell walls, resists lodging, and improves storage life. Phosphate provides nutrients for strong roots, synchronous panicle growth, resistant flowering, and perfect grain filling. Don't forget to stop spraying or walking in the field when flowering is 25 to 75% complete. This is to avoid physical contact with pollen and prevent shedding. When fertilizing, the recommended dose of NPK is 135 kg of nitrogen fertilizer per hectare, 36 kg of P2O5, and 30 kg of K2O. To ensure full rice grains from the top to the bottom, Apply fungicides with the active ingredients difeconazole and azoxystrobin at 60 days after planting, DAP, 70 days after planting, and 80 days after planting. At 80 days after planting, add additional fertilizers such as NPK and Gandasil B. Spray the rice stalks with coconut water when they are swollen and ready to flower. The potassium in coconut water greatly aids the fertilization process of the rice grains.